Sorry. So what we are going to learn first in the Selenium is, first we need to understand the page structure, web application page structure. Then in the page, what are all elements available or objects available? Then how Selenium will recognize those elements. Then how to identify those elements through Selenium. How Selenium recognize the page objects. So these are the concepts we learn. Then we'll move on to tool. So what are the different Selenium tools are there, and which tool we need to choose, and how to write the Selenium automation code. But basically you should know the functional testing, that is manual testing, properly. The steps, you should be very clear how you will navigate sequential steps, not random steps. Random steps doesn't work with Selenium. Selenium doesn't understand. You are the master, you have to instruct the Selenium, okay, go this way, then you will get a next step. So you have to tell that proper order, then Selenium will do the same order. If you instruct properly, that will do proper. If you instruct bad, and Selenium also will say, I cannot continue, I cannot see the next element what I want, what you want me to perform. If you give a wrong instructions to Selenium, it will stop there only. Like, you know, you are learning something in your car, driving. So what will happen if people are not instructing where to go, how to go, and you will stuck somewhere, right? Same way here, Selenium also stuck there only, and it will terminate the program. So that's why how you know utilize your tool is all in your hand only. So that if you want to utilize properly, first you should have a fair idea on the methods of Selenium. The libraries already created, ready-made libraries, everything is available, and they have created everything for you. And how you will utilize is, it's all in your hand. How strong you are in the methods and their syntaxes, then your coding will come very nicely. Coding will come very nicely. So that's what we are going to see. Let's go and first we'll understand the web page theory, the web elements, web page theory we need to understand. This is our blog. Just go to our blog, and in the bottom side, you can see there is a most popular post. In this, you have option there, web element theory and HTML concepts. So this is going to give you a fair idea of how web pages looks like, how web pages are designed. So that is what I'm giving, and what are the different web elements in the web pages. You will regularly see them. So that is what it is discussing. And in the web pages, if you go anywhere, you have so this is the page. So you have a menus, you have edit box, you have buttons, so you have links, you have images, you have links again. Here it is a link, right? So these are links, all the footer links. So these are different kinds of elements. So let me show you all type of elements in the web pages. You go to register page. Here you will get everything. See, this is the heading, and this is the link, login page. You can see when you mouse over it to the cursor will change to hand icon. That means it's a link. So it will navigate to other page, from this page to other page. Even in the menu, I clicked on register link. That's why I landed in the register account page. This flow you should know. So that how you will come to know by reading the requirements and functional flow you need to understand. And so based on that, you will come to know, okay, so which link, where it will navigate, and what elements are there in that page. So what are the logics you need to build in that page, how to test that, Everything will be given in the requirements. Okay. So now, can you see here? First name edit box. That's what I was talking here. Edit box or text box. So we call this edit box or text box. Okay, or input box. Because you are inputting the data. You are giving the data to that field. So these are called fields or objects or elements. So all in the web page, whatever you see, those are called objects or web elements. Web objects or web elements. Web elements or web objects, we call them. Okay, so that's the first element type, edit box or text box or input box. What action you will do on that element? Type action. So what action will do on that element? Type action. So always you will type the value right here. You will enter the data here. That's the action type. So type action or entering data into the field. So that's the one first element. The second element is button. This is the button, continue button. The second element category is a button. So what action you will perform on the button? Click action. So on the button you will do click action. So how we will write? First button name, continue button. See, the element type you have to write after the name. See, this is the continue name, continue button. I'm saying, okay, what type of element you are referring? You have to write element name, then type of element. So continue button. If you want to refer this edit box, I'll refer password edit box. See, the name of this edit box and the type of element, both you have to tell. Just don't say password. You have to say password edit box, password confirm edit box. So like this, first name edit box, last name edit box. Please observe how I'm pronouncing them. Last name edit box, email edit box, or email text box. So edit box or text box, both are same, different names. Okay, so that's the how you will call in the web pages. These are all different elements. Each element has a name that is called label. So this is called control and this is called label. Label is just labeling the control. So these are all controls. Even button also one control. Checkbox, this is the checkbox. So what is the name for this? Privacy policy checkbox. And these are the radio buttons, another type of element. Radio button. What is the name for this? Yes, radio button. No radio button. So every radio button has a one name that is called label. You are labeling that control. And then how many elements we covered till now? Button, checkbox, radio button, edit box. Now, next element is drop down. See, when you click on this, you have options. This is the drop down. Region or state drop down. You'll get this big box. Under that, you will get an arrow mark. That's a drop down. Drop down inside, you have again child elements. The child elements are options. Drop down options. The parent element is a drop down. The parent element inside, you have options. Parent element inside, you have options, child elements. Please understand all these concepts are very important. So while coding time, you need these concepts. When you're working with a drop down, how can you select an option from drop down means first you have to identify the drop down. Then you ask Selenium, go to this drop down, select this option. Bristol or Cardiff, whatever option you want. But here also one more drop down. this drop down address also different. Selenium will go identify that drop down and it will go and pick the option whatever you have given from here. This is the country drop down. It's not same. Drop down means two drop downs are not same. So this is the state drop down. This is the country drop down. Country drop down is all countries. You cannot refer country drop down with the state drop down. You won't get state options there in the country drop down reference. So that's why every element is independent in the web pages. So you have to tell Selenium, okay, where to go and pick the data, where to go and do the action. So you will give address of this country drop down, and then it will go and identify this country drop down. Then it will choose which option you are referring. You have to give the option. Then Selenium will go and select this option. Okay. So this is the drop down is the next element category. So you have to say country drop down, state drop down. So that's the drop down categories. And next, links. We have a login page link. So login page, what action you will do? Links, any link, what action you will perform? Click action. And the checkboxes, what action you will do? Click action. Radio button, what action you will do? Click action. But in the drop down in Selenium, you will select an option from drop down. Selecting. Sir, you are clicking, but that click doesn't work. So no, Selenium, when it comes to drop down, the way of selecting option is different. So you have a direct methods there. Direct methods they have given. That's why I'm saying methods are crucial. Everything, every action. For typing, you have one method. For clicking, one method you have. For selecting option from drop down, few methods are there. For every action, there is a method in the Selenium. That's why methods is a crucial. Still, no problem. Go and refer our videos. Here is our videos. Go and refer. Here you can see. Whoever not subscribed, go and subscribe. And this is the core Java. Go to this core Java playlist. Go to playlist. In the playlist, view playlist and see methods topics. See here you have very clearly, see on the order you have variable types, and then see method, introduction, static methods, method, static method, programs, static members, methods, design part 2, core Java calling static members in same class, in another class, same package, static members in another package, instance methods part, and instance methods calling in same class, in another class, another package. See how clearly, scenario by scenario, I have explained. Just refer these videos. So if you are clear with the 6 scenarios, that is going to be super easy in Selenium. If you are not considering the last these words also, then you have to join one more batch again. Selenium, you have to join one more batch again. Otherwise, it's not possible at all without Java. Again, I'm telling, go and refer those things once again. Okay. Okay. So let's move on next. What is the next element? So we covered edit box, button, checkbox, radio button, list box or combo box. So I'll tell you this. So list box or combo box, I'll cover that. The drop down we have seen, links we have seen, images. See, we have images in our, so if you go to our home page, these are all images. These are all images. These are all images. Images are going to have, I'll tell you what tags and how this page is designed. I'll come back to that. So each element, how it is designed in HTML. We should understand HTML theory also. And that we can cover in soon. Next, static text, header text. So logos, this is the logo. So this is the logo. This is the logo. Every company has a logo. Okay. So this logo will be there in all the pages. So now let's go here. And this is the static text. This is the static text. This is the header text. Okay, so this is the how you can do all these values. Okay, and see, you can type so what you want to type. And next, so let's understand HTML, how the pages are designed, how web pages are designed. So you understand all the web elements, right? What are all the web elements in the web pages? Edit box, button, checkbox, radio button, drop down, links, images, static text, header text, link text. And the list box I want to show you. Let me show you list box. If you go to Google, so you just type something here. So this is called list box, list of elements. So this is the list of elements. This is called list box. Okay. So how can you choose the option from this list box? So that time, so we have a Selenium code for that. We'll write some code. First, you should understand this web element theory. Okay. So that's all web elements. And what are the different elements have different HTML tags? First, what is HTML? Let's understand. So we have a clear picture here. I have given HTML. But before that, so your web pages are designed by HTML. So you just go here, W3 Schools, very nice website. Okay, for beginners, this is a very cool site, and you will get a nice information here. W3 Schools. So you go here and just choose HTML. So we want HTML. Okay, so we just understand. We need to understand HTML. So what is HTML? HTML is hypertext markup language, which is used to create the web pages. So basically, the HTML is going to design the web page. It is a skeleton. If you want to dress up, you have to use a CSS. HTML is just a skeleton. If you want to make it beautiful, you need to use a CSS. So, but we just need is HTML. So that's enough. We don't want much on this. So first, any web page is designed by HTML code. So like this. So doc type, the page heading, it will be in the Angular brackets. You will design this doc type HTML. So this is the tag name. The tag name is written in the Angular braces. The tags will come in pair. That is start tag and close tag. So this is the start tag and this is the close tag. So that means the page starts here, ends here. After this end tag, see the difference between start tag and end tag is the forward slash. So Angular bracket after forward slash, the tag name. This is the tag name. This is the tag name. See, both are same, right? So how can you differentiate which is the start tag, which is the end tag? This is the start tag and this is the end tag. Next, same HTML after head tag is there. So head tag inside the page title. Every page has a one title. Why you need a title? To recognize that page. The human body itself is a HTML. See, head to body, right? In the head, by seeing the head, you can recognize the person. Here also, head means, so it is used to recognize your web page. So the head tag inside, you have a title tag. Every page has a title tag in the head section. Head tag inside, you have a title. This is the head tag close tag, head tag open tag. So again, head tag inside, you have a title. So title tag and the page title will be here and the title. You go any website, so this will be common structure. Any website you go. So you go for example, our website will go. See, what is the page title here? On the top, you can see register account, right? How can you see that in the HTML code? Just right click on the page, inspect. Inspect, then HTML code will be shown to you. HTML code will be shown to you. This is the HTML code elements. And you can see this HTML head. Go to head tag and you can see title tag. Can you see here? So head tag inside, you have a title tag. So the register account, where you can see that? Here it is. So this is the page title. And it is here. So the page title is different for every page. That's how you can recognize your pages. So page title is represented by which tag? Title tag. Where you can find title tag? Head tag inside you can find title tag. So title is not a web element, okay? Don't confuse. Title is every page identification purpose you will use. So title tag also here. See here. Open tag and close tag in between, you have a title name. You can easily recognize here. Okay. So that's the page title, how you will represent. Next. So HTML head tag after. So next, what is there? Body tag. So in the body only, all our parts will be there, right? So in the body tag only, the elements, whatever we discussed just now, all the page elements will be there in the body tag only. Whatever the page elements you're referring, like we referred edit box, button, checkbox, radio button, links, header text, static text, drop down, list box, menus, logos, whatever it is, images, every element is available under body tag, not in the head tag. Body tag after only your page starts. Your page starts from body tag onwards only. All the page elements will be under body tag. See, if you want to show me one, let me show you here. So right click on the element, inspect. Then it will highlight here. See, there's the IMG, image tag. IMG is represented for image tag. Image tag is represented by IMG. So the link is represented by any link. So any link, you right click, inspect. So it's going to have a tag. So a tag after you have an attribute that is called href attribute. See, even a tag also open tag and close tag. So this is a link name. The close tag before the link name will be there. This is the link name. About us is a link name, link text. So links are represented in HTML by a tag. Images are represented in HTML by img tag. So next, checkbox is represented in HTML by input tag. So radio button is represented in HTML by input tag. See, input tag. So checkbox, radio button, and sometimes buttons also represented by input tag. So that means only exception is there for buttons. Buttons, sometimes they will use a input tag and button tag. Both they can use. Okay. Next. So we have a edit boxes. Any edit box is going to have input tag. Input tag. And header is represented in HTML by header tag. So there is a header tag. So you can see H1 tag. So header text is represented by H1 to H6 tags. H1 to H6 tags. And static text is represented by paragraph. This is the paragraph, P tag. Drop downs are represented in HTML by select tag. See, select tag. But what is the drop down options? So which are represented by option tag. Every option is represented by option tag. And so one more thing I want to tell. Tag after you have a attributes. Attributes are properties of that element. Attributes are properties of that element. Every element has a properties. So every element has a properties like this: ID, name, class, type, href. So these are the attributes we call that. So attributes are the characteristics of an element. It gives more info about that element. So this is the syntax of any attribute. Attribute name equal to, within double quotes, attribute value. So this is the standard structure of any attribute. So where you can find these attributes? Inside the tag, open tag inside. So you can see here, everything you open tag inside. Can you see here, open tag, type, text, name, company, value is not there, nothing. Placeholder, company, ID, input, hyphen company. How do you know ID value? This is, see, double quote starts, double quotes ends here. Again, class attribute starts, class equal to, double quote starts, double quotes ends here. So this is how attributes will be there in the tag. After tag name, attributes will start. Key value pair. Key value. Value will be in double quotes. That's easy to remember. Equal to left side attribute name, equal to right side within double quotes, that's the value. Okay, so that's all about HTML theory and web elements. And tomorrow we can continue about Selenium. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll stop here.